Hi guys, back to my channel. I hope you had fun with me last week. This week we are talking about foundation. I realized as I was editing the last video that I failed to mention how to choose a foundation. And actually, it's probably for the best because it really needs its own video. My first piece of advice, ask for help. A lot of makeup stores, department stores will offer you help selecting a foundation. Even if that doesn't end up being the one you buy, that can be really informative. But don't trust them 100% because they aren't perfect, you know? They know a lot more than we do, but nobody knows your skin better than you do. So you can ask for professional help, or you can have a friend help you. Like if you've got a friend that's really into makeup, have them come with you to shop for some foundation, and that can be great. So that's my first number one with a bullet piece of advice. Ask for help, not just from me, from people you know and trust. So piece of advice number two, find your undertone. If you watched any other videos on this, I am sure you have heard tips and tricks about finding your undertone. But what that means is that it's not about how dark or pale you are. It's more like the hue of your skin. It's whether your skin is more pink or more yellow or somewhere in the middle. So there are a few tricks to how you can do this, but the best thing you can do is just look at your skin and think about it. But if you're not sure from just doing that, there are a few tips and tricks you can try. The first is to look at the inside of your arm, at your veins, out in natural light. Out in natural light, that's the most important part of this. You have to be out in natural light for this to work well. So if you're in fluorescent light or halogen light or incandescent light, even though nobody makes those bulbs anymore, that's going to have different tones to it that will influence what you see here. If you look at it in sunlight and it looks more purple or purpley blue, that means that you have a cool undertone, which means that you're pink. So the pink in your skin is giving that purplish hue. If they look more green or kind of a blue-green, then you have a warm undertone. That means you're more yellow. So the yellow tone in your skin is giving your veins a greenish cast. Now if you see kind of a mix, or more of a pure blue, I guess, you're looking at a neutral tone. And whenever you are shopping for foundation, it will tell you on the container whether it is cool, warm, or neutral. So once you know your undertone, here comes piece of advice number three. Test it. Test, test, test. In natural light if you can. And you want to remember the three CHs. Your cheek, your chin, and your chest. If you can get something that matches all three places, you are golden. So you want to do a little triangle shape under your eye and on your cheek. You want to test down your neck so you know it'll blend seamlessly and won't leave a line here between your face and your neck. You don't want your face and your neck to be different colors. And this down here will help give you an idea of how it matches up to the rest of your body, because sometimes our faces are different colors from our body. And if it's significantly different, you want it more to match your body. But hopefully you can get something that will work with all three. And if in doubt, I'd say go 2 out of 3. And if you can't even get 2 out of 3, go more with this than this or this. Certainly more than this, and probably more than this. But another important part of the testing is to wear it out while. If you think you found your shade, wear it around. Keep looking, see how it feels, see how it looks. And if you feel like it's too light or too dark, go back to the store and pick up the next shade down or up. If you feel like it's too yellow or too pink, then you can go warmer or cooler. It's not a perfect science. No matter how many of these tips I can give you, that doesn't guarantee that you're going to pick your right shade every time. So the testing is very important, and I would suggest that you either go to a store that has testers that will allow you to test in store, or go to like a drugstore that will allow you to return open products. I know Walgreens will. I'm not sure about Rite Aid or CVS. I will look that up and I'll put some information down below for you. And then get 3 different shades and try all 3 right next to each other, especially on this jawline, and see which one looks the most seamless when you blend it down. And that will be the shade you should stick with, and you can return the other 2. Now, the last thing to consider is the type of skin that you have, whether you have oily, dry, or combination skin. And I will put some recommendations down below of things that have been well reviewed for different types of skin. I myself have combination skin, and I can really only tell you about 2 foundations that I've tried and have found pretty good. I first want to talk about this L'Oreal True Match Lumi Cushion. It's a nice light foundation. I really like it. It doesn't sink into the cracks very much. But it's got this little sponge thing, and you just kind of tap that in and then tap it around your face. And also, you don't have to buy anything else if you have this. You've got the tools that you need to put your foundation on right there. Although you can use like a beauty blender or a brush if you really want to. And then the other that I have is the Bare Minerals Bare Pro. Yeah, and this one's good. I actually like the Lumi a little better, but this one is also quite good. It's a nice light coverage. You don't feel like you've got stuff caked on your face, at least if you have my type of skin. Now, if you had oily skin, this might feel slippery and fall off your face. So you really want to go with something that is recommended for your skin type. As a general rule, I mean, liquid foundations will probably work on just about anybody. You want to make sure you go with an oil-free foundation if you're oily, and you might even want to go for a powder foundation. But again, you just have to test it out. You have to see how it wears. If you don't like how it wears, return it and pick something else. So we got a couple recommendations for foundations and all that. So just remember these 3 rules. 1, ask for help. 2, find your undertone. 3, test it out. And remember the 3 chs: cheek, chin, and chest. I hope you found this video enjoyable and informative. Don't forget to subscribe down below and click the little ding-a-ling-a-ling bell to be notified whenever I update with a new video. I hope to see you next time. Leave a comment if you have any questions or requests or anything else, or if you just want to tell me how much you love me. That works too. Have a great day. Love you. Mwah. But don't tell CVS or don't tell Walgreens that I'm giving out this advice.